So Ace of Coins is about, obviously, manifestation. About a coin. It can be a project, it can be an investment in something. And we do also have for you, Aquarius, the Ace of Wands, which is about also that creation, the aggression of starting something. It's about planting that wand, and it is through, and in here it's almost through aggression, it's almost through anger, frustration, and just getting something started. You can see that through the clearing there's a sprouting, a birth of something. But Ace of Wands is also depicted as like someone having essentially a heart-on for you, because it is depicted as a phallic symbol. So the Ace of Coins, for you, Aquarius, this month is about abundance, prosperity, and new opportunities. Which is great because the last few readings I've done for May 2024, there has been like hardship for a lot of signs. And the fact that you've also received the Ace of Wands shows that kind of speed, that passion into that you will be receiving abundance and prosperity and potentially new opportunities through that investment. And that even if it is one coin, it is that opportunity, that seed of where can I plant this coin, where it will prosper, will bring me more abundance than just one coin. Representing wealth and material success for you, Aquarius, this month. It is also showing a sign of great abundance and prosperity that will allow you to actually enjoy a comfortable life if you so desire it. In this tarot card, this is a depiction of Medusa. Medusa represents the feminine power. It is related to the element of earth that governs the suit of coins. As you might know, the coins or pentacles are connected to earth and its physical characteristics, connecting to nature, growing. This card depicts that the ultimate prize of your hard work and persistent effort is going to come into fruition, but this is the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. For this month, Aquarius, you will be beginning a new phase, or a new exciting opportunity may manifest into your life. This is the Nine of Vessels. So in this deck, the vessels are completely different from the cups. The element for the vessels is ether. And as we can see, the main figure of this is a three-headed creature. While in Western traditions, this animal depiction is technically a symbol of nightmarish nature. For the Chinese, however, the chimera, and I might have pronounced that wrong, but this actually is a benevolent symbol of serenity and prosperity. So, but the importance of this point in your life is self-understanding. The Nine of Vessels, symbolism for you, Aquarius, for this month is to accept who you are, and it is a reconciliation, which can be a reconciliation within yourself. You do see that this creature is on a cliff with water behind it, so this is definitely in regards to your emotional feelings, but the message with this card is to accept who you are. Now, we all look like strange creatures in this realm, and to notice how strong this animal is, with each head focusing on its surroundings and receiving energy from different sides, exactly like you. This is about the different sides of you, the different parts of you, and them all centered to one being. That you have different parts of you that you need to integrate into and accept that each part of you is still part of the whole of you, and that it's not separate from you. And so, like, it's not detaching from parts of you where you feel unrelated to yourself, because that can put us in a state of just rejecting internally parts of us, and then that stops us in our growth. So this is about your opposites are being merged, conscious and unconsciously, and so the union of both allows your higher self to emerge. All of these replace parts, a reconciliation of parts of yourself that you might have rejected in the past, or others might have rejected onto you that they have rejected, and in turn you took that all up on yourself. Also, this is about fragmentation, trauma, and PTSD. The psychosis that we go through is that in order to not fully break down and to protect our inner self, our soul, what happens is sometimes that our being then fragments ourselves, so like the innermost part of us is actually protected, and it creates all these elusive other parts of ourselves, and it's all to protect our inner self, say trauma or outside sources or people or situations that might be attacking you as a child, subconsciously or unconsciously, or it is conscious, but as a child you don't understand it. So like your body mentally goes through this phase of like fragmentation, and you can look it up. It's an actual real thing in psychology. Right now, Aquarius, in order to receive your full abundance, the path towards abundance is actually first accepting all parts of you, like the ugly parts, the good parts, the weird parts of you, and that this is all by accepting yourself, you are stepping towards the path of abundance for you. I want to do a little more digging into the actual symbolism of this card. So the Chimera is a mythical creature that combines parts from different animals, representing the coexistence of opposites such as strength and vulnerability, courage and fear, and life and death. It also symbolizes the complexity of existence, where different elements come together to create a unique whole. So this is all your different parts coming to bring in. The King of Swords is about the intellect, the mind, the thoughts, but it is also about the King of Swords is about like, because he's holding a skull and he has his sword raised. So this is your intuitive sense of your mind, of when you need to, your word is your power, is what I just heard. And so it's like Swords energy, King of Swords and the Queen of Swords is about like having that objective point of view in something, and being able to cut yourself out from certain situations. So it goes back to accepting yourself for who you are, because in order to know what is right for you and what is not right for you, the shadow of this is that you need to know who you are first. With these two cards, if you do not know who you are, if certain parts are overpowering the whole of you and you don't integrate the fragmented parts of you into a whole part of you, because what happens is when we are fragmented, and let's say we have a overcritical parent and we have a wounded child, and overly critical parent, because I'm only saying that as an example because of the King of Swords, and Swords is about like the shadow. Swords can be overly critical, judgmental, stifling in the sense of overly emphasis on intellect and the mind to get things done. This could be essentially like cutting the cords with certain people that are creating that fragmentation in your life, where you feel you have to be certain parts, certain ways with certain groups, and you can't just like be yourself with all parts intertwined with each other. King of Swords also is someone that hears out what people need to say, and then he makes a judgment call, not from the heart, but objectively weighs out what is right for the person, what is just for the person. So this can be like certain things, cutting out certain things, not because it will make you feel good, but because cutting out those things, and also being in the King of Swords energy, this I think will bring you to closer to just accepting all parts of you, and it will actually provide that healing aspect of you. The Four of Swords is ultimately about rest. It's rest for preparation. So right now you need to rest, you need to sleep on things. This might have to do with King of Swords is making a just call on something, and then you need to like hibernate on it. You need to rest your body or your mind on that decision, or it can be you need to rest prior to making that decision, because the King of Swords isn't hasty. They're not like the Knight of Swords, where they haven't fully mastered their swords. But the swords is about communication, intellect, the mind, and being objective and being just. And oftentimes what is good for us isn't what we like, but it gives us peace, it gives us clarity, and you are at a point where you are accepting all parts of yourself, and you're finally and you're giving. It's also about giving each part a voice, because I feel nines are also about completion, about ending something and really having to speak through your swords energy, through your objective energy, your air energy, where you're able to look at a situation from above, and that's the power of the air elements, is that having that power of the swords, where we could be seen as cold-hearted in some sense. Like the King of Swords could be seen as cold-hearted because they're not making decisions from the heart. They're not being swayed by an individual's emotional turmoil, but they're swayed by what is just for that person, what that person needs as to elevate, as to prosper. And we have the Ace of Coins for you right now. Aquarius, what you need is, in order to continue the path to abundance, that coin from the universe that you're receiving from the universe to prosper, that coin, and it is an investment into intertwining all parts of you. So this is a time for you to accept yourself for who you are right now, not when you're healed, not in who you want to be, not in who you're trying to manifest yourself to be, but who you are right now. And nines is about completion. You're coming to an end cycle, and the King of Swords is talking about an objectivity with this situation. And this is being objective with this is going to give you peace. It's going to give you rest.